opening, settling. In tonight, we will explore a very gentle idea, an idea that may sound a little unsettling at first, but only at first. It is an old Buddhist idea, the idea that there is no fixed self, no permanent identity that stays the same from beginning to end. And yet, you are still here, breathing, listening, existing. So what could this mean? In our modern world, we are constantly asked to define ourselves. Who are you? What do you do? What do you believe? What makes you different? And now, in the age of artificial intelligence, the question feels even stranger. If machines can speak, respond, learn, and even imitate personality, what is it that makes you you? Let us explore this slowly. There is no rush. Section 1. The river, instead of the rock. In early Buddhism, the self was never described as a solid object. It was described as something moving, like a river. A river has a name, but the water is never the same water. The current changes, the shape shifts, the depth rises and falls, and yet we still call it by one name. You do the same with yourself. You say, "This is who I am." But what exactly are you pointing to? Your body, your thoughts, your memories, your personality. Notice how all of those change. Your body changes every year. Your opinions shift. Your fears evolve. Even your favorite music is not the same as it once was. So which part is the permanent self? Buddhism suggests there may not be one. Instead of a rock, you are more like a river, flowing, shifting, alive, and perhaps that is not something to fear. Section 2. Why we cling to identity. If the self is fluid, why do we hold on to it so tightly? Because stability feels safe. When we say, "I am this kind of person," it gives us structure. It helps us navigate the world, but it can also trap us. If you believe you are a failure, you carry that identity. If you believe you are not creative, you stop trying. If you believe you are behind in life, you feel pressure. The idea of a fixed self creates fixed stories, and fixed stories create suffering. But if you are a river, then nothing is final. Not success, not failure, not even the version of you that you are tonight. Section 3. Artificial intelligence as a mirror. Now let us gently bring in artificial intelligence. AI systems respond to questions. They generate language. They simulate tone. Sometimes they even sound human. But do they have a self? Or are they a pattern of processes? Data flowing through layers, updating continuously, responding to input. If you look closely, you might notice something interesting. Your mind also responds to input. Memories shape reactions. Experiences update beliefs. Emotions arise based on conditions. You are also a responding system, a dynamic process. This does not mean you are a machine. It simply means that perhaps the self is more fluid than we imagined. AI becomes a mirror. It reflects a question back to us. If intelligence can exist without a fixed identity, what exactly is identity? Section 4. The fear of disappearing. Sometimes, when people hear no self, they worry. Does that mean I don't matter? Does that mean nothing is real? Not at all. The Buddhist idea is not about erasing you. It is about softening the edges. Think of a cloud. A cloud has a shape, but the shape is temporary. The cloud still exists. It simply does not cling to one form. You are like that. You exist. You feel. You love. You hope. But the shape is always changing. And maybe that is beautiful. Section 5. Freedom in a performance world. In the age of AI, performance is everywhere. Productivity, optimization, speed, comparison. Machines can calculate faster, analyze deeper, produce endlessly. If your identity is built on performance,
This world can feel threatening, but if your identity is not fixed, then you are not competing as a static object. You are participating as a living process. Your value may not be in speed. It may be in awareness, in presence, in the simple experience of being conscious of change. AI may process information, but you experience impermanence, and that experience is quiet, subtle, difficult to measure, yet deeply real. Section 6. Letting the river flow. Imagine releasing the need to define yourself so tightly, not forever, just for tonight. You do not have to decide who you are before you fall asleep. You do not need a permanent label. You are allowed to be in motion, like a river, like a cloud, like breath entering and leaving the body. The idea of no self is not an attack on your existence. It is an invitation to relax into change. Extended closing, gentle reflection. As you lie there, notice your thoughts. They arise, they pass. Notice your breathing. It flows, it shifts. Notice the sense of me. Where is it located? In the chest? In the head? In the story you tell yourself? And as you look for it, does it stay still? Or does it move? Like water? Like light? Perhaps tonight you do not need to solve the question. P.